Okay, good day. My name is Adriel Babalola and I am the technical lead on this project, and this is the RDTII Automation Pipeline, our submission for the UN ESCAP Global Hackathon. Let me show you what exactly we've built. The RDTII scores countries on how open or restrictive their digital trade regulations are. Building it is done completely manually. Researchers read hundreds of legal documents per country, extract clauses, and cite every answer to a primary source. And this usually takes time, ranging from weeks to months. Africa is one of the most underrepresented regions in this database, despite having some of the fastest growing economies in the world today. Now, the score in the RDTII database run from 0 to 1, 0 meaning that it's open and 1 means that it's restrictive. We are targeting Pillar 6 cross-border data policies and Pillar 7 domestic data protection across Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana, Senegal, and Egypt. Our solution is an autonomous AI pipeline, one instruction, two agents run completely simultaneously and independently. Each one finds the document, reads them, scores the indicator, and verifies every citation before anything ever reaches a human. Now for the document discovery. Each agent uses Firecrawl to autonomously find the relevant government documents, meaning that there are no pre-specified URLs. It handles JavaScript portals, PDF downloads, and static government pages, exactly what African regulatory websites look like, completely autonomously. For sites with no RSS feeds, which is most of them in reality, we use SHA-256 checksum monitoring. The system saves a fingerprint of each page weekly, and when that fingerprint changes, the agent reruns automatically, particular to that pillar. For Nigeria, we're going to be monitoring the Data Protection Commission, NITDA, the NCC, CBN, and the National Law Reform Commission. Now, once documents are retrieved, Gemini 2.Flash reads them. Its 1 million token context window means it reads entire legislative acts in one pass. No chunking, no lost context between sections, and this matters a lot for legal documents. It also handles scans PDF natively and French language text for Senegal, so no separate translation tools are needed. Then the scorer immediately takes over. It maps each extracted clause to the official RDT 2.1 indicator question using decision trees hard-coded from the ESCAP methodology guide 0, 0.5, or 1, and based on defined legal condition, not AI inference, a fixed rubit, and temperature of the AI model is set to 0, meaning that same input, same output every single time the pillar is running. Now for the most important part. After scoring, a completely separate AI instance runs called the blind citation verifier. It receives exactly two things, the scorer's claim and the cited URL. That's all. No reasoning chain, no extracted text, and no context. It refetches the source document independently, finds the cited section, and asks one question. Does this clause actually say what the scorer claimed? And then it produces three outcomes. Pass, meaning that the output proceed, meet review, meaning that the output is flagged for a human review, and fail, meaning that the job goes back to the scorer and retries up to 3 times before the entire process terminates. The blindness is the critical decision. If the verifier saw the scorer's reasoning, it would validate the logic instead of checking the source. That's confirmation bias, and that's how hallucination survives review. The specific failure this caches is correct legal reasoning. For example, if it were to run the pillar and there was a wrong section number, for example, section 24 subsection 1 was cited instead of section 24 subsection 3, conventional review misses it. The blind verifier catches it every time because of his independent blind verification. Now here's a real output, Nigeria, pillar 6. We have a score of 0.7, that means Nigeria restricts cross-border data transfer conditions under the NDPA 2023 apply, cited to section 24 subsection 1, verification is passed and confidence is 0.1. Now, every output carries this structure. Nothing enters the database without a verified citation. Now, all the rules and regulations guiding digital trade in our chosen countries are significantly underrepresented in the current database. This pipeline closes that gap and it scales to any economy with published legislation. Thank you.